welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are tackling the garage. It is the last place in our house that actually needs cleaned up and organized and decluttered. We threw all of my totes of decor in here, so I am going to be going through some of these totes. We had some broken things, plus I just needed to get rid of some stuff. I felt like I had way too much stuff once we looked at it all, and I was like, why do I have this much stuff? We actually ended up having to get a shed because we just had way too much stuff. And so I needed to put it somewhere else. And I'm not ready to part with all of my seasonal decor. I am a minimalist in a way. I like to keep things very minimal when I decorate, but I do have a lot of decor, if that makes sense. For what I have in decor fits my house size, if that's even a better way to look at it. But you can just see we could barely walk through the garage. We have the old washer and dryer. Thankfully, someone just came like today to pick these things up because they've just been sitting in my garage for weeks now. The grill in the garage and the patio furniture, we just don't have room on the back patio. And the grill actually broke in the move. So we're waiting to get reimbursed for all of our broken furniture. We still have to submit all of the pictures. And hopefully soon I will be able to grill on my back patio because in the summertime, I just love grilling outside. It's like one of my favorite things to do. I love just not baking in the house or cooking in the house because I feel like it traps so much heat. And when it's already hot, I just don't want to make the house hotter. So you can just see I'm pulling all of these Christmas trees out. They did put them in boxes. So we were doing all of that work and then just moving things around. Like I said, I'm going to go through all of these totes of decor. This is also a garage. Like we have a garage gym because we don't have a basement in this house. We didn't have in the last house. I really wanted a basement, but I wasn't willing to pay $100,000 more, actually $115,000 more for a basement. I know it would have been worth it, but it was unfinished and I don't know. It just wasn't worth it to me in the regard of $150,000 more. It was astronomical to me to get a basement, but I digress. Anyway, yeah, you can see me and my husband are going to be tackling this. My kids are home, so they're always in my videos. It's the life of a working mom, I guess. And I hope if you are new here, you will hit that subscribe button as well as that alert bell. My channel is all about tackling these daily life messes as well as deep cleaning with a busy, chaotic schedule. And I just really like to help other parents like me who struggle with these tasks. Anyway, let's jump into today's video.
Want to, wishing I'd be all alone. I got these demons by my side, flying on the chemicals. Guess I'm not the lucky type. Oh, trust me, you don't wanna know how it's night after night, night after night. Oh, searching after miracles. Oh, yeah, night after night, night of what it used to be. Not letting go when I want to. Trust me, you don't wanna know how it's night after night, night after night. Oh, searching after miracles. Oh yeah, night after night, night after night, night after night. On the run from my given disaster, speed away from the holy mind, pride. I swear I never thought it would matter if I'm gone by now. All my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, you got me good. I keep on driving till it bends, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving along the road tonight. Lost my head, don't feel my spark between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving. In the heat from a hot California.
So we got the shed and we put it on the side of our house because we technically did not have the HOA guidelines yet. They haven't been established in the neighborhood. Well, what we were told is that they didn't take over the neighborhood yet, so we would be grandfathered in. However, the HOA is refusing to accept that. They said that they haven't taken over the community yet, but they've been established and knew they were going to be in this community since September of last year. So we were pretty much lied to. We're having a whole bunch of issues with our side yard. So supposedly we can't use our side yard for anything. Like we can't have toys. We can't have a trampoline in the side yard. We can't literally do anything. Like we can't pretty much live in our yard, like in our side yard at all. It has to, pretty much they said we could plant trees or plant flowers. That's what the city said. And I guess I'm new to this kind of stuff. I've never had a side lot before. And there's like easements that run down the side, like your sewage and water easements, I guess. And you can't build on an easement, which I understand. But normally a fence could go over the easement. And I believe the city has a rule of like 10 feet off the sidewalk. But they also said that there's a rule for 30 feet off the right of way, which is a road. And since we're a side lot, we have to be 30 feet off the road, which pretty much takes up our whole side yard. And so we're having this big issue of whether we should put a fence in or not. And I'm just really upset about it because I was like combing over all the possibilities, all the ideas, and then everything the city's saying, the HOA contradicts because we have to have a certain type of fence now too. It can't be just a regular fence. It has to be a specific, they're like, you have to have a dog-eared shadowed box fence. Okay, well, I'm fine with a 6-foot privacy fence. We were planning on a privacy fence, but I'm not going to shadow box it. It's triple the price. And so we're going to submit our plans with our contractor, with our plot. We're going to submit the plan of how wide the fence will be, but it's a lot smaller than what I wanted. And I'm hoping that they'll let us have the 8 feet off the corner of our house instead of corner to corner, pretty much is what they're saying. Like the city wants us to have a corner to corner. That's it. That's cutting our yard down so much. But I was home with the boys and I had gotten a phone call and my 3-year-old decided to run out the back door and let my dogs out. And that's what made me realize, like, even though it's going to suck boxing off our yard, we have to do something. Like, there has to be a fence. We need security. We need privacy because my 3-year-old will kick a ball across the road and just take off. It really doesn't matter. Like, I just get so nervous. And then I don't want to be chasing the dogs down all the time either. So at this point, we're going to submit our like proposed plan of our fence and our concrete. And then we also have to move our shed again. So we have to have someone come back, pay them to come back and move our shed. But we didn't level our shed accurately. You could tell they had to use blocks. I don't know if you saw that, or that it's a little bit of a slope, and I don't like how it looks either way. So I want to get someone in here to level the ground so that it just sits flat on the ground, if that makes sense. So we'll see. I mean, this shed is really nice. It was a little bit more pricey, but it's Amish made, and it has like a metal stripping to help prevent weather and like erosion, and there's treated wood, and there's like a foam padding. Like, it's a really nice shed, and it has a tin roof. So I'm really loving the shed, but we do have to move it. And I'm like, I'm not unpacking my shed to move this. They can come in and move it with all of my stuff in it, because I am not doing this again. And eventually the quad will go in there. We just don't have any ramps. So it has been a struggle bus lately over here. And I'm just telling you, like, this week has not been my week, but we are getting through it. We are moving through it, and that's okay. And I'm just happy that we can actually walk through the garage and I can work out in here now.
I forgot how you looked like in rain. That's why I never thought it would matter if I'm gone by now. All my weakness keep on linger on repeat, like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good. You got me good. I keep on driving till it bends, still it feels like I pretend.
Okay, guys, so bad news. My camera just fell because my son was moving around the garage and knocked over my tripod again. I know this is not the first time that this has happened. Yeah, so I have to take it to Best Buy again and get a new lens for it. And I was gonna film with my iPhone, but I can't find my tripod, and I'm wondering if I left it in Pennsylvania while we were visiting for my grandma's funeral. So yeah, there's that. I'm gonna figure it out, because we are literally just, it's everywhere right now, just everywhere. But yeah, that's great.
Keep on driving along the road tonight. Lost my head over my back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving.
I do need to get more gym mats for in here. As you can tell, we had to move some stuff around. We need about 3 more mats for in the garage so that there's more space to work out. We're really not using the garage for anything besides just storage and woodworking and like my husband's tools. And then everything else is in the garage. And we're not pulling into the garage either, because I just feel like this garage was a lot smaller than our last house. I don't know if it's just me or I'm just making it up in my mind, but it definitely wasn't as big as what I thought it was going to be, just like the yard. But I digress. I won't talk like that anymore. But thank you so much for watching today's video. I know it was a little bit short and sweet, get to the point kind of cleaning and unpacking and decluttering. But we just needed to get it what we could done really, really quick. And with my camera breaking, it really just put a damper in trying to get everything done that I wanted to. But I kind of like these short videos from time to time, because we don't need to be spending hours and hours and hours cleaning like I do sometimes over several days. So this is nice and refreshing too. I feel like this will give you guys a little burst of energy. I hope that you guys either cleaned along with me or tackled something that you've been putting off. And please let me know down in the comments below if you are tackling any of your projects today and what it is. I'd love to hear it, as well as your highs and lows for the week, and just tell me how you're doing. I just love to hear it. And I will see you guys back next time.